Hello friend, welcome back to Toyota Maintenance YouTube channel. You already saw on this channel this 97 Toyota Tacoma 4-wheel drive. It's a manual transmission 5EZFE V6 engine, and I showed you how badly the Rack&Pinion was leaking. Both sides were filled with the correct Dexron 3 fluid. Right now I'm removing the upper hose. It's almost ready to be disconnected, except look at the lower one. Do you see how that nut, that lower pressure hose, it's chewed up? It's absolutely disgusting. Somebody who was torquing it completely tried to strip that nut. So that's scary. I'm still working on it. And that's not only one of the mistakes. So first of all, when you up in the cabin, I would like to give you hints. Up in the cabin, you secure the steering wheel perfectly straight. Whatever strap you use, that's up to you. Just keep it straight. Then, before disconnecting this steering, I hope you can see I made the marks. The rubber. Let me move the light for you. So the rubber moved. I will put it back. So I found on the steering rack some point which is identical, which was that line there. And you want to keep this in the line because the entire steering rack and pinion is leaving. So I will just have a mark left on the shaft which goes in the cabin and the steering. And that's how I deal with it. Now, why? Why you will mark it? Well, this rack and pinion comes. Now look at this beauty. This looks to me brand new. It's absolutely gorgeous. Everything seems to be high quality. The way it was attached in the box, the whole thing comes centered. So these sides are identical, and the mechanism, the whole thing is put in the supplier in the factory, direct in the center. And that's the reason, because when you are turning steering wheel, the center should be always in the same spot, because the design of the hydraulic system helps you to keep driving straight. But I want to show you, if you look here, they already installed it incorrectly in the past. This is way shorter. I measured them and compared them with the new steering rack and pinion. So this reman was installed incorrectly. This one we were talking about, it was already getting loose. So not only it failed, and now I know from the owner, he didn't have a paperwork, that's why he's paying me to replace it with a unit I will supply. It's not a warranty job. He thinks it's old like 4 years. I thought it was only like 2 years or 1.5. But he thinks, no, I own it 3 and it was done before me. So he couldn't get a warranty claim on that because both seals, you remember, it was filled. It still leaks. You still see the fluid here. Even without that pressure, it still keeps leaking. So I'm replacing it. I wanted to give you these hints before you will connect it back to the steering. Make sure these sides are absolutely identical, because there is set center in that whole system, and it's important it is being installed as a center. I knew from beginning that something's wrong, because removing the tie rod ends, look where the nuts were. Do you see the difference? One of them was almost maxed out all the way, 23 turns I counted. But I first removed the one with 14, so completely off. The steering was not in center. How many times I will say the word center? But hey, if you do it yourself, which purely theoretically could be somebody's DIY, make sure you check it in the box when it's brand new. There are points of reference you can use to measure. This is nicely centered. And then when you are installing, well, be careful you don't bump into something with either of these ends. You don't hit something, and then obviously it will move this way or this way a little bit and you might not see it. So be careful, do it right. There was a mistake on this one, totally incorrectly installed. Using common sense that one side was more out than the other one, I put the numbers together and divided it with 2, and here you can see the results. Beautiful, shiny baby. New tie rod ends, just gorgeous. I'm pretty sure he will be happy. Brand new unit. This one really looks good. And guess what? Just using that very rough look when everything is centered, what you can always do, you are watching here how the tire, these two surfaces, you look at them, you make them even and look where it's hitting inside of the rear tire. So I just look, that's by the eye. Obviously the vehicle needs alignment, but actually doing what I just did, what I described to you, made it, both tires are, the outside surfaces are basically towards to the same part of the rear tire. So I'm sure he will be very happy. I already bled the system. It has a brand new fluid. There are absolutely no leaks. So at least we have here some happy ending. I hope you enjoyed this tech tip, and please be subscribed. I have way more coming your way soon. Thank you for watching and have a great day, my friend.